Were the 2022 Georgia Bulldogs delusional? Maybe. I know that's a strong word, but I don't know how else to put this. And I'm keeping this light. But were the Dogs delusional? What do I mean? I'm not talking about the Ohio State not targeting play at all. I know that's the buzz right now, and that's not what I'm talking about. But they thought that they were doubted. They thought that they were doubted, like that they were going to be this bad team, that everyone was saying they were going to be this bad team. I don't know who was saying that. You got Zion Logue talking about. I saw a video clip of him saying, I think it was after the national championship, you guys thought we were gonna go 7-5, 6-6. No, we didn't. No one thought that. I don't think. I don't recall a preseason prediction for the 22 Dogs being worse than 9-3. I don't think I ever saw that. A lot of people thought, oh, South Carolina trap game. Was there doubt? Yes. You lose what you lose off of the 2021 championship team. Yeah, no one thought they were going to be as good and win another national championship. No one might be a stretch. I thought they were going to be a playoff team, and I thought they had a chance at the national championship before the season started. I think the whole Dog Post crew thought that. Didn't think it was insane that they'd go back-to-back. But were they delusional? Maybe. I got more to say about it. Make sure you're checking out Double Dogs. Hey, the success of the Georgia Bulldogs is what allows for books like Double Dogs to exist. Make sure you're checking it out down below. Of course, Dog Structure from last year is also still available. A lot of people are getting them both, and you should. They're both great pieces of literature with insider images and stories you're only going to find at Dog Post. Links down below. The parade. Stetson talked about it. Kirby talked about it. Everyone doubted us. People really didn't. And Vegas is where you can see that, right? They were heading into the Oregon game. They were like a 16.5 point, 17-point favorite. That's not doubt. All right, that is pure confidence that you're going to win and win convincingly against Oregon. I'm missing a couple of the earlier lines, but we know they were huge lines over Kent State. They had a big line over South Carolina, a big line over Samford, right? Auburn, rival, favored by 27.5 points, win 42-10. And granted, and remember this, Georgia's number one in the country for most of the year. Where is this doubt coming from? Was there doubt in Stetson Bennett? I mean, not after the Oregon game. People saw that he was a Heisman contender from the first day of the season. He was a Heisman contender. These Dogs weren't playing around. They came into the season as the number 3 team in college football. No one was saying that they were going to be 7-5. So did Kirby convince them? I know that they read this stuff and that they watch some of these videos, maybe not ours, and some of them do watch ours. Hello. Welcome in. But I don't really recall anyone saying that they were 6-6 or 7-5. Is that delusion, or is it self-motivation? Maybe is a better word for it. We like to use the word delusion on this channel, kind of in a playful way, and I mean this in a playful way as well. I don't think they're idiots. I don't think they're morons. I just don't really get it that they were doubted. Here are the moments where they were doubted this year, all right? And there's not that many moments. I understand if there's any doubt preseason that they're not going to be as good. Whatever. That's going to happen after you win the national championship. They won 15 games this year. Okay. There was a little bit of doubt after Missouri. You dropped to number 2 in the polls after you hang on to beat Missouri. All right, there's a little bit of doubt. Maybe this is not a national championship team. All right, I even thought it myself a little bit that night. Okay, but they earned the number 1 spot back. Fast forward to the Tennessee game. All right, Tennessee beats Alabama. Tennessee all of a sudden is ranked number 1 in the country. They shouldn't have been, and you guys know that. They should not have been ranked. They never should have been number 1. Their resume was not as good. I stand by that. Okay, some of the experts picked Tennessee to win. All right. That's clickbait stuff, guys. Georgia was favored by 9.5 points. It was in Sanford Stadium. They were the better football team. It was clear they were the better football team. They had a lot of their guys healthy. There was a lot of motivation and chirping that week. there wasn't doubt around Georgia. All right? The point of this industry is to make money and clicks. It's a conspiracy a little bit as to why Tennessee was ranked number 1. I didn't think they should have been ranked number 1. I understand why they did it, but I didn't think they were the best team in the country. Right? But then they whooped Tennessee. Well, that was a championship moment, whipping Tennessee the way they did. 16.5-point road favorites over Mississippi State, 22.5-point road favorites over Kentucky, 36.5-point home favorites over rival Georgia Tech. 17-point favorites over LSU. Heading into the college football playoff, number 1 overall. Doubted. You're ranked number 1 in the country. This is a playful jab at the Dogs. It's a playful jab. I think it's funny. Kirby did a good job of motivating them. I don't understand how he did it because they can see the headlines. They can see whatever they can read, whatever they want. They can watch whatever they want. He watches it, I think. And they could see that, they were picked to win almost every game. Every single week, I picked them to win the game. And I picked them to win by double digits every single time. Every single game, I picked them to win by double digits. They weren't doubted on my end. And any doubt that I had disappeared halfway through the Oregon game. I thought, wow, they're going to win it again. Because 7 touchdowns and 7 drives. You're 4.5-point favorite Ohio State. It's your closest line of the year. Win that game. National championship. Everyone picked you to win. No one really thought TCU was going to win. You're being a contrarian if you thought TCU was going to win. Were the Dogs delusional? They thought they were doubted. They thought that everyone thought they were going to go 7-5 or something. I think it's funny. What do you think down below? This is a playful jab. No hate on the Dogs. It's just funny to me because, there's some of us that literally picked them to be in the national championship again, if not win it. And they thought that they were doubted. It's interesting what people can do to motivate themselves. Make sure you're checking out Double Dogs. Links are down below, guys.